Hey, 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 welcome to the wheat field. Welcome back to the wheat field. How y'all doing? Hi, this is your girl La T. Hi, how y'all doing? Welcome to the wheat field. Welcome my wheat. What up, y'all's wheat? How y'all doing? Today is Monday, March the 6th, and it happens to be my mommy's birthday. So happy birthday to my mommy. Yay. If you knew, welcome to you too. Welcome to the wheat field. My name is La T, not Lottie. Sometimes it comes up like Lottie. It's not. It's La T. Yes. And we are a channeled messenger. We are a channeled messenger, intuitive reader. We read creation, basically. We have been told, yes, by the Father, our Most High God, the eternal Lord of all creation, that everything was made by its mind, the infinite intelligence of the all, aka the word, wisdom, the principal thing, and it moves on the breath of life, the Father's breath, yes, that force of life that connects and binds everything. And everything that the Father made, all things good and evil, has a word on it. Yes, it does, and we can read all the words. Yep, we do. We read all the words, and then the Father will come and talk to us, and we have spirit guides that are also here with us as well. In those tears, we try to come in, but we block them out. We do, yeah. Sometimes they be having something to say. Sometimes it's true. I mean, it is. They come to show us something about self, about me, about you. Yeah, they do, and we can learn from that. Yep, and that's what the purpose of this is. To learn from the tears in our life. Tears and wheat throws show. Well, you show enough never know what you're going to get. Because this right here, girl, like a whole box of chocolates. You just never know. Sometimes we could be cooking, frying, throwing some nuggets off into this thing. And sometimes it's like a slow cooker. Like you got to put it in a pot roast, like the crock pot. And like a pot roast. And just let it go. You know what I mean? Just like simmer all day long. Sometimes we don't know what the hell we cooking. We just don't know. It just be like a whole bunch of ingredients, a whole bunch of mess. You be like, what the hell is this girl talking about? But it come together like a whole meal. Like you got some leftovers in there, like some corn and some peas. You know what I mean? Something like that. Some leftover rice, some shredded chicken, a couple of eggs, and before you know it, you got shrimp fried rice. You didn't even know you could make that, and it'd be good too. You'd be like, what? Chinese restaurant? No, I'm about to go. Whatever. Come on, y'all. So, yeah, that's us. We got to put out our disclaimer too. We are spiritual. We are not religious. We study world religions, don't like world theologies. How the Father has spoke to his field creation all over time. Like, what did it say in every way? How did it say it? Whether it's text and scriptures, all kinds of scripture, whether it is astrology, astronomy, biology, all of that stuff, science, nature, whatever you could think of. We try to look at it. Bring the pieces together. See how the Father has spoken. See what lines up, what's true. Because the word will show itself approved. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And we take those lessons and apply it to self. See how we can grow ourselves up, magnify ourselves. Edification, yes, onto self so we can serve that up to the Most High God. Because Father say, heaven has come to earth. Heaven has come to earth to reside in earth and on earth to do a work that we don't always remember, we don't. But the issues of life come to remind us, to teach us, to grow us, to show us who we are. Yeah, so we could get underway. We can get underway and on the way to doing the work of the day. So if y'all ready to jump into a couple of cards, we got a few out we're going to look at just to see what it do. A little bit of encouragement for me and for you. Because like I said, this is for edification. Edification unto self that I serve up to the Most High. And I hope to be so full and overflowing that I can serve that out to my brethren and to the wheat field. What up, y'all? It's the wheat. Yeah, so that you could be edified too. And then you could serve that up to the Most High. And then we could unify. We could unify over the principles of the message. Yes, and make ourselves even greater, and we serve up that magnified edification up to the Most High. And what the Most High will do with that when we come into unity, into balance, into harmony, what? Woo, woo, you talking about heaven showing up here on earth? Yes, getting the work done. What? Whole new day, y'all. Whole new day. It's Monday. It's the top of the week. It's the start of the week. What we gonna do with it? Is it gonna be magnificent? Is it going to be marvelous? Or is it just going to be mad as hell? We don't know. But we going to get some cards out and see how we going to flow. Father, are we ready to go yet? No. What we need to do? We need to pray. We need to pray. Father say we need to pray. Thank you so much, Father, for bringing me back. Pull me back. Pull me into your holiest of holies, into your brightest, brightest white light. Hold me, Father, and protect me as we bring forth a message. Step in the forefront, Father. Yes, you come forth. Sit me back and you come forth to bring a message that's edifying unto self, so that I may learn and that I may grow. Yes, so that I can serve that up unto you. Do the work that heaven has come to earth to do, to reside in earth and on earth to do a work. Yes. And I thank you, Father, on the start of this week for preparing us. We may not know everything that it is that we are going to face, but we know that when we face it with you, with the Spirit first and foremost in front of us to protect us, to guide us, to lead us on our way, Father, we will get there, Ashe, holding on to our faith. Yes, because Father gave us this right here today, y'all. Faith. Yes, faith. Knowing that everything that you do is good for us. It is. Because everything leads to the good for those who love you and serve according to your purpose and to your will. For we are your willing, surrendered vessel to be a messenger, to bring a message that is edifying unto self, that we serve up, that's edifying unto your wheat, so that they may serve you, so that we may unify in unity, harmony, balance, so that we may serve that up to you. For creation is whole and creation is complete. Yes, yes, yes. And we thank you. We thank you for reminding us that we are complete. And that despite what we may see with these two right here, that's not the real. Spirit guides, Spirit sees, and that is the principle we shall speak on today. Are we in the right way, Father? Yes. Are we in alignment? Yes. Will you seal us, Father, with your Ashe, or give me further words to pray? Source says to rest your heart. All is okay. All is okay. Ashe. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Ashe. Underline. Emphasis on the Ashe. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. And that's funny, because Father said the same thing yesterday, that all is okay. To rest yourself. All is okay. Have faith. Have faith. All is okay. I definitely talked about this is testimony meets to grow. Testimony meets to grow. Because, you know, testimony helps a lot of people. We all go through similar situations and similar things, right? And I pick up on all kind of energy. It could be picking up on my energy. It could be picking up on the energies in the wheat field and the collective. Yes, because we read everything. And if I am, you know, that was yesterday. I was feeling my energy. So I had to put the reading out there for whoever may be needing that same type of reading, that's going through the same thing. I may be walking a path and somebody coming up behind me that they ain't never walked that path before. And the word that you leave can help them on their journey. And that's why we do this, to serve. Because you have gifts that have been given on to you that get cracked open. You discover them based on what has happened to you in your life. It teaches you who you are. And as those gifts come into awareness, like they start to present themselves, then people need to understand what to do with that. That you're not by yourself. You're not. That there's plenty of us that are here. Again, heaven coming to earth to reside in earth and on earth to do a work. And when you get woken up to that, it could be life changing. It could change your whole world, like how you interact with people, how you see things, how you feel things, how you resonate, how you interpret. All of it can change. And it could be very jarring, not just for you, but those around you. And the issues that of your life, is that what I'm supposed to say? The issues in your life come to you to put you into service, to get you on the right way, to steer you in a direction that the Father says you should go, Ashe. And because that's what it is. Because we come to do the work of heaven. We don't remember it. But the situations bring you into remembrance and help you realize what you already know that's locked up back there. It's open up the door. You talking about kick the door in to what? Yeah. You want this one? Our world today? Yeah. This right here. Because the world today, we got to come slay dragons and steal dragons in this day. It is. And we got to do the work. We got to be underway. We do. Come on now with the Father. You ready? We ready? Okay, the breath. Don't let breath. Yes. This is what we got, y'all. The intellectual. Can y'all see that? The intellectual. Make it make sense. That's what he was talking about. You know, somebody been going through some stuff, and you talking about you've been going through a track, a journey of what, and they'll be like, why is all of this happening to make it make sense? That just don't make sense. Make it. What the f is going on? Oh, we didn't say that part of the disclaimer, did we? We spiritual, not religious. Yeah, so it come out how it come out. All right, the message is what the message is. And if it's shit, then it's shit, because that's what we call it. Because that's what it is. All right? So I hope you can stick around. You can vibe with that. If you can vibe, stick around. Come on. I'm telling you, come on. Rationality, logic, critical thinking. Critical thinking is hidden. Brain power, mentality, thoughts, mindfulness, senses, decision making, intelligence, calculated moves, intellect, conversing, mastermind, thinker, psychological effects. You have deep thinker, visualization, judgment, head, reasoning, wizard. Ooh, wizard, head. Wizard, and we said, what was it? Critical thinking, brain power, mentality, mindfulness, thoughts, senses, wizard. I'm going back to critical thinking. Critical thinking, yes. Critical thinking, using your senses, someone may be a wizard. And I don't get wrapped up around wizard, witches, none of that stuff. A lot of those terms have been thrown out there or wrapped up in terms of tarot or reading, spirituality, spiritual gifts, like it's an evil thing, right? But we have to remember that the Most High God made all things, and all things have a purpose. But we have to also consider history and how eons old spiritual practices have been labeled as taboo, and we don't have understanding of them in our world today. We don't. And in our world today, it's called witchcraft. It's called dark magic. It's called wizardry. It's called, light work. All these different things. But when we go back to some of our texts, whether you're reading the Dead Sea Scrolls, or if you were reading the Torah, if you're reading the Quran, if you are reading, again, our Christian Bible, whether it's an early version or the new revised King James, whichever version, it all talks about spiritual gifts. That the Lord, our eternal Lord of creation, is multi-spirited, and you can be endowed with spiritual gifts. You can tap into your spiritual gifts, and the issues that come against you oftentimes reveal to you what your spiritual gift is, and to be able to practice that, to accept it, to dig into the knowledge, that critical thinking, to sense it, to be able to understand it, to feel it with your intuition and your spirit space, your sacral chakra, your kingdom space, to be able to feel it, to sense it, to dig into it, to develop it. You will definitely have the ability to wield it. I've been thinking about that. That is something that I do consider. Yeah, because if you stay around my space long enough, you look at the little shorts that I clip, I'll show you some shit, and it'll be like, Oh, that's, ooh, ooh, ooh. Wait, did I see that right? Yeah, you did. You did. Because the force of life, the breath of life, the Father moves over everything. The Father could do whatever it wants to do. The Father does whatever it wants. It is doing everything it wants to do in every expression in creation. It's all the Father. Everything in creation is the Father, expressed in each possibility, each potentiality. Everything, everything. Because the Father made all things. All things did it make. So do you think that it can't come in here and move these cards around my table? Absolutely it can. You talking about move these, all these right here we got set out? Oh yeah, it'll do it. It'll do it. Oh yeah, it will. You'll be saying that to about other stuff. Won't he do it? Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. Won't he do it? Yeah, he did. He did. You look. Cars that sit here and ain't nobody touching nothing and it just moved by itself. It ain't did no other car be around it move but that one. So this, and I'll flip the camera around. Ain't no window or nothing like that in this space. No sir, no it's not. No window, no breeze, no nothing. So when y'all see them lights come flying by and spirits move, and when you see my cars move, it is the Father. It is the ability, like I don't even know all the gifts that I have. I don't. I have no idea how many more gifts that are packed down up in here, that are packed up back in here, waiting to be busted open. But a part of this conversation is that since I've been catching it on camera where I can show it to people, like, oh, I'm not the only person that's seeing this, to know how much deeper does it go? Ooh, hit me in the kingdom, Father. Say, how much deeper does it go, beloved? When you could think about what some of our ancestors could do, you talking about all that knowledge that they done burnt up and buried because they don't want you to know how powerful you truly are? Look at the ancient world. You talking about them temples and stuff, how pyramids underneath the water. Come on now. Listen, we ain't been around here just no few thousand years. No, humanity is how many millions of years old? Millions. And you think they just discovered the wheel and coming out in our world in modern history? Hell no. No damn wheel. You talking about supreme knowledge, being able to tap into the knowledge of the infinite all. And to wield it, using your spiritual gifts, using your power, your God-given power that's baked in there. And you get cracked open because them things that come against you, them tears, them situations that made you go so deep into yourself, into the spirit, and shut you down when you didn't forget a name. You did, Father, help me. Ooh, Father, help me. You get down into there and you stay in there. And then you become obedient. You listen. You follow. Whatever the Father say, let go, let it go. Let it fall away from you. Let it go. Turn away from it. And you talk about where you will go, where the Father will take you, where it will show you, what will be revealed onto you. Because this is just nothing but a discovery of self. Who you are. This is your walk, beloved. And everybody got to walk, and every path leads to the Father. Because there is nothing else but the Father. Where else is you going to go? If the Father made everything in creation, everything, where else are you going to go but to the Father? Everything comes from the Father, and everything will go back to the Father. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You come from the earth, you're going to go back to the earth. You come from the Father, you're going to go back to the Father. It's just that simple. So to release the fear over being you, whatever somebody done consider to be taboo, no. You are your whole weak self. I mean whole. Like everything, all of this and all of that, and you bring it here. Boom. Whole. Bring it in. Bring it in. Be you. Somebody powerful. When I say powerful, ooh, beloved. And I'm talking about, I feel like your gift might even scare you. You don't even know what to do with it. What am I supposed to do? If I tell anybody, they're going to push me away. They're going to think I'm a witch. They're going to think I'm a wizard. And they're going to shun me. And I'm going to be isolated. I'm going to lose my relationships. People going to look at me strange. They might. Some of them. Those that don't understand, those that can't see, they going to look at you strange. But you ain't the first one that they looked at strange. I mean, there's been plenty of messengers that come before this time, before this now, that live, and also the others that live in this now, that they look at strange. They do. I'm one of them. Some stuff I think is amazing. Like, oh my God, did you see it's like 3 whole cars in there? They just slid and nothing touched nothing. And then, oh my God, that's freaky, that's creepy. Like, ooh, what is that? I think it's amazing. It's what I always thought about, like when I was a little kid and I couldn't get away from the movie Carrie. Like, oh my God, it is something about this movie that just resonates with me. She can move stuff with her mind. Every movie that got stuff with telekinesis and telekinetic energy and how stuff just move on, like how you can focus on this, that like that, and it just move. Trust me, I have been fascinated. And so when I see it happen in my space, it amazes me. And to get deeper into that and really be like, okay, I gotta focus. When it happens, don't be shocked. Like, look, the shock factor still happens because it's some shocking shit to see them. Look. But to be able to be like, okay, what are you showing me? To go back into my critical thinking. What are you showing me, Father? What are you trying to tell me to say? Because it's not about me, right? I have to get, to a sense, a level of comfortability to be able to wield that type of spiritual gift. Yes. Father, give me the comfort and help me move and progress in my journey, to accept that, to be able to recognize it, to dig deeper into it, to go deeper, 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 deeper. To go deeper into it. So whatever it is that the Father is showing me to communicate to me, to you, I can do that more fully. Yes. And a lot of it is Father is telling me to slow down. To slow down so that I can see it. I can recognize it when it happens. I can see it and then I can say it. I can hone in on what's being told to me so I can say it to you. Yes. Sometimes that might be the thing. The life comes and slows us down. Because you might be moving too fast. That was happening to me. I was moving too fast. And I have a tendency to move fast. Sometimes I talk fast and be like, I've even said something and got squirreled and got off into something else and don't even finish what I was saying. I have a tendency to clean up like that. It's not just in this one space. I mean, sometimes when you see a pattern of behavior, it's truly a pattern because you do it and that thing shows up in other areas of your life. Okay, so you ever start cleaning up in one room, you clean up in there and you start getting some stuff together and you got to go take something in another room and then you start cleaning up in that room. And before know it, now you know what you're cleaning up in that room and in this room. And in this room, you got to go take something in that room and then you start doing something over there. Now you got 3 spaces that you're cleaning up in at the same time. I know I can't be the only person that do that. But to be able to stay focused. Like, I'm doing this right here. I'm going to focus on it and get this done. And then I'm going to move to the next one and get that done. And then I'm going to move to the next one and get that done. Like, systematically cleaning up. And I feel like Father is doing that in somebody's life. Systematically cleaning up different areas of your life. This one need to be cleaned up. This room need to be cleaned up. This room. Because you may have made a mess in 5 different rooms all while you call yourself cleaning up. Yes, I got one room that I'm cleaning in. I'm taking shit in there and I done start cleaning in there. Then I done took something out of there in that room and I done start cleaning there. But what I did is I done added most stuff while I'm cleaning into each other room. That I still got to go back and clean. So maybe the Father is going through all your rooms and cleaning stuff up. Because in your Father's house, there's many mansions. Okay? And in all the mansions, they got rooms. So if the Father's cleaning up your rooms in your mansion spiritually, internally, in your life, so that you could have a clean spirit, a place where you can manifest from some true, real abundance, like that solid, like that permanent, like that generational, that legacy type of abundance in your life, like health, like finance, like career, like what you gift out, what you serve out to your community, your children, your lineage, all of it, all of it. How many rooms is that, beloved? That's being cleaned up. And you might be going through something where it seems like, to what? Like, for real, like everything is in chaos, is in flux. Everything. Like, it ain't nothing that feels like it's just good. Like, sometimes when home is good, work is a mess. And then when work is a mess, or home is a mess, work is good. Like, you know what I mean? You got a place of rest somewhere where you could be like, get a peace of mind. So I feel like somebody that ain't got no peace of mind nowhere. Like, home is jacked, relationship is jacked, work is jacked, everything. Like, it's tornadoes and storms brewing all over the place, like the perfect storm, like that movie back in the day when it was like 4 tornadoes over LA and it was ripping down everything. Like, we ain't never seen no like this before, ever. Yeah, one of them. That right there will drive you all the way in the kingdom. Like, it make you sit, like in isolation, like hermit mode for real. We gonna get this here double arcana deck out and just see what it says. We got a few more twos and fews before we have to get on to the 9 to 5 and slay that. Thank you, Father. I trust you. 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 Trust you. Trust you. I trust you. Done. Sister energy. Father, pull devil energy. We have the Empress in reverse. Yes. Yes. We have faith. We have faith, healing, harmony, balance. Those are the things that we've been talking about. We prayed on harmony. We prayed on balance. Patience. This Empress is what? Black. Patience. Patience. This Empress is lacking patience. Magician. We talked about wizardry, the ability to wield spiritual gifts. Yes. Resourcefulness, action, skills, originality, creative self-confidence, dexterity, willpower, creation, manifestation, power, inspired action, inspired action. Inspired action. Anything you can imagine, you can make real. Anything you can imagine, you can make real. Yes. Yes. Source says to have patience. Have patience. What is the devil? And like I said, somebody been through some rough shit. And this is ending. Father says somebody been through some rough-ish. When I said cycle after cycle after cycle, issue after issue after issue, room after room after room after room being cleaned up, like it's chaos in every room, conflict in every room, in every area of your life, feeling like it's conflict and confusion, disillusionment, I hear malcontent, like just not happy, like it's just so much going on, like the spirit, your heart space, your heart chakra. Yes, it honed me in definitely on the heart space right here. This green, this chakra right here, that green heart chakra, anahata, acceptance, love, compassion, sincerity, like the ability to accept everything that's done happened to you, and understand that, you know, how it's affecting your heart space. I feel like it's blocking your heart, like to unblock your heart chakra, you need to come up from out that root. Not need to tell you, can't tell you what you need to do. We can't tell you what need nothing. All recommendations. You know, I can't make anybody do fuck shit. It's all willingness. Willing, surrendered vessel. Right? You have to choose it. You have to choose it. Coming up from that root chakra into your sacral chakra, your kingdom space. Root is instinct. I need to eat. I need to survive. That's survivability, right? Kind of thing. But coming into your sacral, into your kingdom space, into the spirit, because that's why I feel like all them issues is driving you into your spirit, moving you up into your solar plexus so that you can digest it, you can break it down, you can get some enlightenment on what's been happening, what's in your kingdom, what's in your spirit, reveal it onto you, is being revealed. And as it's opening up, that enlightenment comes in and show you who you are and what you can do and what you are sent here to do. Because again, heaven coming to earth to reside in earth and on earth to do a work that you don't remember, that's being called into your remembrance by the shit that comes to you to make you use your intuition. But so much that happened that is clogged up. It clogs up your solar and your heart chakra. And your heart is where your mind is, your true mind, to open up your true desires. What is it that you really want? What's really bothering you? What's really bothering you? So that you can get this right here and flow. It's a kundalini flow. It's a up and a down, a upload and a download. Right? These terms come out of the inside of us. The computer, cell phones, all this shit come out of us. The spirit come first. We bring it out of the spirit into the physical. Ashe, ashe. So to get your upload and your download and flow, you got to unblock this heart. Once you get this unlocked, then you can speak it out. Yeah, you will be able to speak it out. Call it out. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. But what are you speaking out? It's driven by what you got in your sacral, what you got in that solar, what you got in that heart. It's going to come out. And if you still keep speaking, I'm talking to self too. Yes, testimony to Tarot, because Father been telling me to leave complaints and stuff like that alone. Quit complaining. Everything is taken care of. All is well, beloved. All is well. Have some faith. Have some faith. To complain is like, it almost feels like ungratefulness. Thank you, Father, for the reminder. Thank you. For the lesson. Not just a reminder, for the lesson. To be grateful. I mean, I might have to do split coins and all this stuff. I can call back the power of my seed. We know that. Call it back on to thee. We know that. We know we could do that with this magician. We can call our seed back. It ain't nothing lost. It's just usefulness. I used it to do a certain thing. Now I'm going to complain about it? No. I had the availability to use it. And I know I could call it back, so what is a complaint? That's just for me. Testimony to Ms. Tarot, Ashe. So if you got that thing where you be like, oh, I had to spend this and I had to do that, thankfulness, gratefulness that it was made available, and then call the power of that seed back. Ashe, we going to get on over here. Bondage, materialism, addiction, attachments. We talked about that. A new life going to cost you the old life. You're going to mess around and have to let go of some stuff. You have to willingly sacrifice it. Let it go. Because you can't get nothing new in when you holding on to the old. You got to let it go so that the Father can take out what don't belong and put in the new. Everything that you really got up in this heart space. Your true desires. The real abundance. You can't get it if you like this. Hold on. Absolutely impossible for the Father to give you new when you won't make room for the new. because all your room is taken up with the old. You got shit scattered everywhere because you done been in 17 rooms starting to do some work in here and do some work in there and do some work in there and do some. I'm talking to me too. Don't worry about it. We talking about sexuality. We got this in a day. You know, that. I think the photo says enough. If you think about it, I'll put it up there one more time just so you can really get that. Somebody else is giving a thumbs up. Thumbs up to what, though? And is that the really one you really want? We talked about this, too. Learning, the steward, the student. Maybe even learning about this. The demigod. How the Father lives in you. Yeah. How you are endowed with certain spiritual gifts. Things that you really haven't tapped into. Things that you got to learn about with that student card. But you may not be realizing it because the selfie. There's something in that. There's something in that. We saw materialism. Father nodded on that. Materialism affects all of us. It does. Hard not to have issues with materialism in a society that pushes materialism all day. Materialism and vanity. I gotta have a bag. You gotta get the bag. You gotta have some money in the bag. And depending on what kind of bag you got, I mean, like, is it a Birkin? Is it a Kevlar, Teflon, or whoever the hell, you know, because Beyonce done put her Birkins in storage and she done ordered somebody else. We don't know who that is. But, I mean, is it Gucci? Is it Valentino? I mean, I got a thing for bags, too, y'all. I love handbags. I do. It's bad. I have to save up every year, once a year, for a good 1 or 2 bags. I do. That's my thing. Controversy, violence, controversy is huge. Yes, we got propaganda everywhere. Can't nobody trust nothing. And your spiritual gifts have been made into propaganda. They have. And we started with that it could be taboo. They teach us that, you know, we ain't gonna get into it. Trapped in bondage, depression, negative thinking, betrayal. Somebody been betrayed. Yeah. You've been betrayed, Empress? Yeah, and now you are having to heal to regain your faith. Come back into harmony, balance, moderation. We're talking about exercising patience. Father really did in on patience, being patient. Something has probably made you impatient. Like I'm ready for all of this to be over with. I've been in a storm for too long. Yes, and I need some peace, some quiet, some restoration. And you are impatient on getting that. Like, just let this be done with now. I could look. Testimony. I'm one of them ones. Like, look, it's been going on long enough now. Come on now. I feel like I'm ready to get on to the other side. I'm ready to be done with this here. I'm ready to be sitting at the table with the family and be like, Sophia home. Nah, Sophia home. Come on here. Pass me them here peas. Sophia, come on. I'm sorry. We talking about good influence. Yes. And hopefully testimony and sharing stories with you guys, like as they come out and I'm called to share that it is a good influence. We started with that too. Whoever is coming up behind on that journey, on that pathway, you know, show them the way. Because there's a lot of us that are here with spiritual gifts, Ashe, and you could be ostracized and feeling like something wrong with you, or you done need to be checked into one of them places, you know, and put in a jacket with the buckles in the back, and you can't really undo it, but because you don't know that there's other people out here that can do the same thing. Y'all go with it, and it ain't that quinkity. Go check out some of the Buddhist monks that's been practicing discipline their whole life, prayer and meditation and discipline their whole life, and see what they could do. See how the breath and the force of life move, how the Father works through them. Trust. It's real. It's real. And it ain't really that strange. It's not taboo. It's really not. The fact that we don't consider it, that, you know, how your cells are replicating all the time, like that's not magic. Yes, it is. The fact that you developed a whole vessel around your spirit, yeah, that's magic. Like the light that came together when that egg and that sperm hit, boom, and it's fertilized, and then all them lights start going off and all that magic start happening to create you. Yes. Yeah, that's magic. The beauty of nature and how it unfolds, how it regenerates itself every season. That's magic. How the storms form. That's magic. We just don't see it as that. We don't call it as that. It is the Father at work in every capacity. Every capacity is the Father at work. So to think that the Father won't move in this space, that it won't work in your life, yes it will. Yes it did. Won't he do it? Yeah, he did. Have some faith, y'all. What kind of Monday it's going to be? A magical Monday. Ooh, it's going to be a magical Monday. I'm telling you. We're going to look at these problems and be like, I'm a whole alchemist. I could take all that stuff right there, pull it up into that solar, transmute that energy, pull it up into this heart space and turn it into whatever I desire it to be. Whatever I desire it to be. Ah! Hey guys, we got a phone call coming in and we had to take that. But we just wanted to come back and say really quick that you have the ability to take whatever has gone on with you, take all of that energy, all of that fuel, to transmute it and to turn it into whatever it is that you want. Like, you truly are an alchemist, and everything that you've gone through is going to be fuel for your ascension, for your new life, for your new cycle. Just because you release an old life to receive a new life doesn't mean that you lose the learning, the lessons, or the blessings that came along with that. So exercise some patience, have some faith, and hold on to that in this day. Hope you guys have a marvelous, magical Monday. From Tears and Wheat to Rose Show, your girl Lati, your favorite channel messenger. We just gonna keep claiming it. Yes, we just gonna keep claiming it. Know this. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you just like we love us, because we love the source that made us. By its infinite intelligence, feels and connects everything with the breath of life. Yes. To the next now, y'all. On the Tears and Wheat to Rose Show, we're gonna call this one done. Ashe.